Could it be that we expect a lot more when we are looking for paradise in nature than when we are going to visit some cultural sites? A few days ago we went to Kai Islands that are nearby Phuket in Thailand, and we got really disappointed and a bit sad. It was overcrowded and it was for sure not as expected when we looked in the brochure, because then it looked like paradise, untouched nature. And it was not untouched, it was
Totally covered with the sunbeds and shops.
yeah, totally commercialized.
Yes.
So now we are showing a trip where we looked at culture.
The first place we wanted to visit was Big Buddha. We live in Kata Beach now, and it's not a very long ride from here to Big Buddha, and everyone said that it should be easy just to order a Bolt or use a Grab app to order a taxi. We tried that one. It was not that easy because the taxi drivers, they were answering right away, "Oh, do you want me to wait for you? It's not so easy to grab a taxi back home." And the price increased like 5 times more than the app was showing. So it's not super easy to get there. We kind of understand why, because it's up in the mountains. So it's maybe 20-minute drive up. So we understand why that could be like this. Big Buddha, I think you were impressed.
Yeah, I like big things. I like going up to a mountain top, and if it's very high up in the mountains, I am like proud of being there, and it's something I can take a picture of, and yes, I made it. I like very tall buildings, as you've seen if you've seen the videos from Brisbane.
Yeah.
I love big things, and also the Buddha was very, very big, and then I like that because it's something you will not see many times in your life, that big statue. So then it's on my list. I have seen that one, so I love that kind of a thing.
Yes, I agree. Our daughter was also very impressed. So if you're traveling with the kid, it's a good idea to go there. 45 meters statue really is making an impression, and the trip, despite the taxi, is quite convenient. You just need to go up some steps, not very high, to admire also beautiful view on Kata Beach and surroundings.
Yeah, and I misunderstood because I thought I was going to go a lot up to that mountain to get there, but the parking spot was next to the Buddha.
Yes.
So you're not walking a lot. This is the least you will feel of walking while you're in Thailand, I'm sure, because you just go out of the car and then you're at the steps to the Buddha. Then we went to an area with a lot of temples.
Wat Chalong Temple.
Again, I like impressive buildings, and this is something different. I've seen it in Beijing when I was in China, and I like that also. It's cool to be in somewhere that is holy, and you need to respect it, and you need to look into what kind of clothes you should have when you arrive there.
Yeah.
So it's a cool feeling. It's the same as visiting a church or a mosque.
Yeah, I have to say that it's not the first time I'm visiting temples in Thailand, and I'm always impressed because they look so rich. There's a lot of paintings on the walls, a lot of gold, a lot of statues. It's always so interesting just to walk around and look.
And then we easily got a ride from there and went to the Old Town. And it was cool. The first thing, I've mentioned it in many videos, is the walking path when you're on the street. And has been chaos here in Kata because you can't really walk straight forward for 10 meters before having something, and then you go into the traffic, especially with a kid. It's not something I really like, to walk in chaos. But at least in the Old Town, you have a nice place to walk. It's more well developed, and the shops, there's many shops with air condition, and the buildings are very cool. A lot of paintings, colors, a lot of stuff to look at.
Yes.
So it was the hottest day maybe this year in Thailand, so I don't like walking in heat, and started to complain more and more. So I like the city, but I don't like hot cities.
Yeah, it was insane. It was, I think, 35 degrees. So it's hot in the middle of the city. I agree, but it was a good trip. Our daughter also enjoyed. I'm always referring to a kid. Nice views.
And I got surprised that our 5-year-old daughter, soon 6 years old, she said it was the best day, or she says that a lot, but it's she's been to Wet n Wild in Australia 4 times during our travels, and of course that's the best day every time. So I was surprised that the place where you visit a statue and walk around in the heat in a town was the best day also. But I think she loved the Buddha.
Yeah,
and
she really
actually likes art a lot, so she appreciates details and stuff. So that's cool for a 5-year-old to like that.
Yes.
So I will recommend that trip a lot more than the island trip. And if you're going to islands in Thailand, you need to do more than the brochure. And maybe choose one island where you are sure it's less crowded.
It could be also if you can afford to just have a private boat and go early in the morning before all the trips, organized tours are coming.
Yeah, and snorkeling is still recommended, so you must do it, but maybe not do the brochure trip.